Welcome to Dock Talk. We are here to talk about lake levels, and do they really matter when you're buying waterfront property?
Well, definitely, if you were looking on the rivers like the Pedernales River or Lake Travis, it makes a huge difference because you want to know if you're going to have water. There are some sections, especially on some of the coves, that will go dry. And so you need to know if you're buying a waterfront property, if in a year or 2 years, you're actually going to still have waterfront.
Weren't you just dealing with somebody?
Yeah, so I just talked to a buyer the other day that is looking to buy now and then potentially build a house in the future, in a couple years in the future. And so he sent me, said, I want to talk to a waterfront specialist. Great. Sent me a list of the properties he's looking at. And I was like, that one will go dry. That one has been dry. Definitely don't look here. And he was like, wow, this is great info. That's why I wanted to talk to you. So I went through and I said, look at this one, this one, this one. So we're going out this weekend. But yeah, it was really interesting.
And that's a good point. Like, no, she's not trying to be a killjoy for somebody that's super excited about something. But it's really important. Like, we're telling you things that we know from our expertise of these areas, and if you use another agent that's just going to be like, oh yeah, it's a great one, I'll buy it, oh yeah, no, don't worry, you'll be fine, and don't know how to research if the lake level is going to go down there in the drought. So a lot of times our recommendations actually make us no money, but we like to sleep at night. And feel comfortable reselling a property for you. Not to say that those properties are not, unviable, but you should be getting a discount for a property that is not always going to be lakefront. And vice versa, you're going to be paying a premium for it. But you need to know that, more importantly.
Every property is sellable. It's just at what price.
Right. Yes, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, 100% it makes a difference, and not just when you're looking at water, no water, but lake to lake. If you go Lake Travis to LBJ, well, why do people pay more money to be on LBJ? Because they know they always have water. And so there's not going to be a summer that goes by where, hey, I can't go out and even use my lake house this summer. Right. So that plays in people's minds more than most would probably realize that are just listening to this. Makes perfect sense, but it plays into market values, certainly. And people are willing to pay a premium to ensure they have the water there to enjoy.
Go for it.
Yeah, I was going to say Canyon Lake is the lake where we deal with that, more than where we're sitting here today. And I don't know, there were times when the lake was down even more than it is now. And I show and I sell, and it's like, hey, this is as bad as it's ever been. If you really enjoy it right now, you're probably really going to like it when the lake's full.
It's going to be
so like, I'm almost glad that they get a chance to see it when it's like that. So it's not like, they're in shock in 5 years when, we do have a drought, or 10 years when we have a drought. Yeah. I've encouraged buyers in certain areas to go onto Google Earth, and you go look at historical imagery.
For sure.
And you can drag the timeline back and kind of look and see, especially on Travis and Canyon specifically, you can go and you can look at the levels and kind of see what happened over the years. And, if you go drag that cursor back or that arrow back and go, 15 years, there's always been water. You feel pretty good about that.
Yeah.
Well, and that's a good point about Canyon Lake is, yes, we are at historic lows, but we were talking earlier, Canyon Lake is historically one of the most constant of the non-constant level lakes. It's just hasn't had the rain at the right spot like Buchanan and Travis have had. But, I think some of the best buys right now are in some of the coves that are dry on Canyon Lake, because, the houses that we're selling at, $1 million, 1.2 are now in the 7s. Wow. And historically, like, you could scroll back the cursor, most of the time it has water, and currently it doesn't. So, some of those are good opportunities, and not necessarily to steer clear of, but to buy. And then when the lake does return and it consistently stays there for a few years, God willing, that you've made a huge investment that pays off well.
Well, and you can't have a boat dock on Canyon Lake. So even if the lake is lower, you still have access to, if you put your boat in the marina, right? Whereas sometimes on Travis, you have your boat dock right there and you may not have access. So again, it's not the end of the world. A lot of times, some sellers or owners don't want to even have to maintain having a boat dock, and they keep theirs in the marina. So then
Yeah, I was going to say, they do have a lot of marinas on Travis.
So again, it's just learning how to navigate depending on where you want to be and what your price point is, and can we figure out how to get around when the lake does go down.
Yeah. I had a property on Buchanan last year I sold, and when we went and looked at it, I mean, the water was 400 feet away from the house. And in 3 months, he had water 20 feet outside his door. And he's like, this is the best thing ever. And it was, you know, we knew historically he could get back there. We just didn't know it would be 3 months later.
Yeah.
You know, and so to them, it was a huge surprise. And they were like, this is the best thing ever. And they had a really good, I think, a really good buy on that house.
Yeah. And again, you do pay a premium if you are going to have water, even on the non-constant levels. Like you look at Lake Travis, some of the ones that are just like awesome view, super deep water at historic lows. I mean, those prices, have they gone up since the lake's gone down, or they stay similar since they have water?
They stay pretty consistent, I would say. Again, it all depends on the motivation of why they need to sell and if they're willing to take a discount, because obviously right now a lot of buyers are just throwing numbers out there and seeing what sticks. But I just showed like a pretty amazing one the other day in Lakeway with north facing, wide open views from almost every on every angle, and super deep water, never goes dry. And that was just right under 3 in the Lakeway area. So I think it will sell.
So to answer the question, do lake levels really matter when you're buying? Absolutely. So being with the right agent that's going to actually inform you about historical lake levels and what they could or could not have behind your house is extremely important. So if you're interested in buying a lake house that actually has water, give us a call.